So happy New Year, everyone. I'm shooting this video outside in my yard. We have had an incredible amount of rain this year on the West Coast. That's what they call it, jokingly, the wet coast. And as a result of that, my perimeter drains got plugged. And I'm gonna show you the bit of the mess here. So this is my hedge here. And we ended up having to cut a whole bunch of my hedges off, because the perimeter drains over there and it runs all the way over to this side of the property. Had to cut away the hedge, and check this out. Isn't that a nightmare? Got into the perimeter drains. And yeah, so well, you're probably wondering why the hell is Eric showing me the perimeter drain nightmare that he has out in his yard. Well, because it was an interesting conversation I had with the owner of the company. He actually happens to be a friend of mine. It's the best friend I had when I was a little kid. First best friend I ever had. And I brought him in, and he was, we had a good chance to talk over the 6 hours we were here working on trying to find where the plug was on the drains. And then we finally figured out it was over here and had to destroy the hedge and make the hole, which obviously we're not finished with yet. But he was complaining about his business, saying that, you know, I said, you know, are you busy? He goes, yeah, but there's only 8 hours in a day. And I said, so what you're saying is that you're constrained with the amount of hours you have in the day. You can only make as much money as you have hours in a day. And he goes, yeah. And I said, well, dude, what you should be doing is value billing. And he goes, well, what do you mean by that? And so I was explaining it to him. And you know, he's got an artificial ceiling to his business. He can only make as much money as he's got billable hours for, which is just like an accounting practice. And all accountants that are still doing a billable hour model, you're leaving so much money on the table, it's sick. Like it's ridiculous. And the thing is, clients are willing to pay more than your billable hour rate. It's just how you present it to them and how you actually bring it forward. I've got coaching clients that are getting $6,000, $10,000, $25,000 a month from their clients, and their clients are loving it because they're loving the service they're getting. And the same thing with my buddy here with the perimeter drain. I mean, when you think about it, my house was flooded. The crawl space over here was flooded. Down there was flooded. We actually lost a bunch of Christmas decorations. That wasn't that important to me. But what was important to me was that the basement stopped flooding, because if it keeps flooding, you can deal with foundational issues. And if the foundation has a problem, then all of a sudden you're dealing with a whole raft of costs. So I'm very interested to see how much he's going to be charging me. Not because he's my friend. I mean, I just pay him straight up. Like whatever he charges, that's what I'm going to pay him. But it would be interesting to see what his billable hour rate is based on fixing this problem. I bet you if he had sold it to me properly, I would have paid him probably close to double what he's going to charge me. And I will be pointing that out to him when he gives me the bill. I'll pay it, and then I'll tell him, let me show you how you can actually double the amount you're making and remove that artificial ceiling from your business model, so you can stop being frustrated and he can spend some more time with his daughter and his son, because that's what he was complaining about. He didn't have enough time to do that because he was busy working and there wasn't enough money to make because of the billable hours, and on the train goes. So there you go. So anyways, anywhere you're watching this, please scroll down, leave me a comment, and stay tuned for more success tips to come.